So, welcome to CAWcreations. It's July 24th, Monday, 2017, and I am Cheryl Ann, Cheryl Can on Instagram and Ravelry, Cheryl Ann at CAWcreations.org for email messages, and CAWcreations for my pattern designs. If you're a new viewer, welcome. I hope you enjoy what I'm doing. And if you're a returning viewer, thanks for sticking with me through all the ups and downs. Well, today this is take 4, so I'm going to get right into it. I've had issues with QuickTime, and now I'm recording with my camera again, which I'm most comfortable with, so hopefully this will work much better now. The one good thing about it is it means all my notes are done up. Instead of just talking off the cuff, I actually have notes today. I don't have any finished objects that I can show you. I'll be showing them to you over the next few months as my patterns come out that I've been working on with Fleece and Harmony. We've been doing some worsted weight patterns with them, and they're 100% wool. So you'll see some updates on that more recently. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll realize that I didn't record yesterday because I decided to go to Greenwich Beach instead. If you're ever on PEI, it is worth the hike in. The beach is amazing. It was very wavy and probably not safe to be in the water yesterday with riptides and stuff, but just laying back and listening to the roar of the waves, oh, it did my heart good. It was so nice. So on to works in progress. The first one I want to talk about are the Knitter's Mitts by Heidi. Heidi's company is near Moncton, New Brunswick, so it's fairly close to me. I love to get over there. Her wool is amazing. And I first made these mitts in a Leicester wool that she has that's really soft and scrumptious. I love the ribbing on these knits. It's I'm going to show you this. It's my new bag from Mrs. Brown's Bags, Grocery Girls podcast. I just love it, and it came just in time for PEI Pride Week, so it's so great. And it is my gingerbread sweater, and it fits. I tried it on, it fits. And this is how much I've gotten done since the last time. And what needle am I using? Notes. 4mm US 6 is the needle I'm using. Up here is coal seam, Madelinetosh coal seam. And down here on the bottom I'm going to have Bayview Fiber Arts. Afghan knitting. I haven't shown a lot of Afghans on the podcast, but this is my Afghan that's been sitting on the needles for a long time. I've designed, well, I'm designed it. I need to do a lot more details on the design, but it's a full-sized Afghan, so this is folded over in half, and it's done all in Knit Picks Dishie yarn, so it's a full cotton, which is really nice because it washes like a rag. You can throw it in. It's perfect for a family couch that people can snuggle up in, but you can still wash it, so it's good. I'm knitting it on 4mm or US 6 needle, and where's my, here it is. That's how far I've gotten, which isn't too bad, but it's not a ton of knitting done. But I'm trying to be consistent that I knit on it at least a little bit every couple of days. So I think that the only other thing I have to show you is my scrap yarn blanket. So this is my sock yarn blanket. Of course I had to modify it because pattern's just a guide, right? So I like seeing all of the pattern in the boxes. I know most people use garter stitch when they do these, but I like them in Stockinette. So you can see that I'm on my second row, and I figured out it does fit on the top of my queen size bed. So I have a number of minis that people have given me and that I've used, I've made socks with, and so I do the lovely bit. That's the Rhinebeck colorway from Lisa Souza for last year when I went to Rhinebeck. This is Paula Bayview Fiber Arts. I think it's Cleopatra in the Snow. No, it's not Cleopatra in the Snow, because Cleopatra in the Snow doesn't have brown in it. I'm not sure what it is with brown in it. This one I did a hat for my niece. Anyway, there's tons of different ones here. As you can see, I love purples and greens. Anyway, that's where I'm at with my soft yarn blanket, just on the second row. So I think that's everything I wanted to show you today of my finished objects. I just had a throwback thing to show you. I don't know, Canadians may remember Mary Maxim, but they used to send out these kits. This hat and sweater kit was worn by my brother 30 some odd years ago. And then it was worn by his children, his child, my two boys, and I think a cousin of ours. And it looks like new. My grandmother made this, and you would not know that it wasn't just made the other day. They just wore like anything. And then this was really cute. This is my kitty cat sweater that my grandmother made for me. She made floofy arms on it for me. And I don't know if you can see the buttons there, but they're so cute, the little buttons. I really like them, the little kitty cat buttons. Yeah, brought back a ton of memories when I saw this, so I had to share with you. I think that's all the knitting I have to show you. I have one knit along going on. I have the I Like Your Sweater knit along, and it's long. It's not due until I think it's the 20th of October. So I'm trying to get at least one of my sweaters complete for that, which means I'll have one of my sweaters complete for knitties. I'm also knitting for a number of sock knit-alongs. I'm doing the box of socks with the with the Yarngasm podcast, and I'm doing Moira Knitting in Stitches. I want my value knit along there. So I've got a number of other things on the go. What else is going on? Oh, I just finished The King's Cage. It's the third book in, it's a young adult series that I've been reading, and my son reads it as well. I figured they'd wrap it all up, and they didn't, and they ended it in a way that I didn't really like. But that's okay. It's okay. I've got to learn to let go and realize it's not my vision. It's someone else's vision. She writes her characters really well. It's this society where you have silver-blooded individuals and red-blooded individuals, and the silvers are the aristocrats and the red-blooded individuals are kind of the serfs, and it's just a really good play on personalities and how when politics get into things don't go the way that people plan. I really like the book. I'm just upset they didn't do what I wanted them to do. It's just like when Martin kills off another character in Game of Thrones. It's not that I'm not going to watch the rest of it, or not that I'm going to not read the rest of it, but I'm a little mad right now. That's okay. What else has been going on? We've been trying to do a lot of summer things. We had our Canada Day party, and the green jacket went back to New Brunswick again. So we've got to get people here who can get the green jacket to stay in PEI. So if you know anyone who plays washers really, really well and is from Prince Edward Island, send them our way for Canada Day for the tournament. It's a paired tournament that we do, and yeah. Anyway, we need to. Laurie and Leonard almost made it this year. They almost got him off, so we'll get there. What else have we done? We've had company come. That's the joy of living in a summertime vacation spot. You get to see lots of people without going very far. And then this weekend we went over to a family barbecue just in New Brunswick across the bridge, which I always really love. And then on Sunday, Tim and I did our bike ride down to Greenwich. So you can bike a certain length of the way, and then you have to, from the woods in, you have to walk, and there's a floating bridge you walk across, and you crawl up over the dunes, and then you're on this beautiful beach, miles and miles of beach. And it was a perfect day for sitting on the beach. It was a horrible day for swimming because the rip tides and it just wasn't safe. But to sit on the beach and listen to the roar of the waves, it was just so relaxing, and just loved it. So I think that's all I have for today. And until next time, happy knitting.